He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Burks. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Pulls it in. It's Ott. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
Across the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Sategna. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Mateer. Buys a little extra time. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down the one a play to come up with the interception. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got to to the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And they're able to get him on the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Volunteers are on the move. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Using the quick game.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Back to pass on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where their running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Looking to throw on third. On the move, he fires. Right out trying to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep. Went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D deny them on second and goal. Corner's going to give them room. Looking for a path to the end zone. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out into the flat for the score.
Trying to barge in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah,
There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Hand off from the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. He stopped short of the first down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Corners are going to bail. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wants to return it. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco.
Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting the quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Give to the running back. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Kent. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for room. It's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Vols will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no boss. Get it together.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to TFL.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The DBs will back off a bit. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Turning it on. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Got it in the middle. It's Ott. Stopped after a good pickup and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Ott. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He'll pull it on the read. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man.
jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Give to the back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last. Let's see if they go right back at him. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. These corners going to give them some space. To the air, it's Aguilar. It's caught. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He leaves it with his back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked.
There he goes.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got a man. It's Burks. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll do it himself. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown Sooners. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by 9 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down. He's still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Robinson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Under fire. The Vols will hustle to the line. Defense playing a bail technique. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs stats you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.